Well, thank you very much, Pilar. It's always a pleasure to talk about internet governance, and particularly the internet governance, and particularly in this forum. And I wanted to congratulate also Maria Rosa and, of course, all the members of Parliament and the members of the European Internet Forum, because I think you really push forward this issue and encourage it. So this is really very useful for all of us. The Internet Governance Forum 2016, as Pilar has said, was the first one of the new 10-year mandate for the Internet Governance Forum. This gives it a long-term prospectus and perspective, and will allow it to go forward and develop and improve along the way. I think one of the important issues that I would like to emphasize to you was how well appreciated the European presence was, particularly from the members of the European Parliament. I think because, not just because it was a large delegation, but because the parliamentarians took such an interest and active role in participating in workshops, in attending sessions, in exchanging ideas, in listening to the other stakeholders. It's a really, not rare opportunity, but it's an extremely useful opportunity for all of us to get together from our different perspectives and our different sectors, where we talk only about policy making, or only about technical aspects, or only about civil society concerns, or only industrial concerns, to all get together and look and listen to different ideas and exchange different views. And the role of the European Parliament in this context was particularly useful. Many of the member states are very active in the Internet Governance Forum, and we have a really important European presence and European participation. You've heard me say this before, and I'm going to say it again. The one area where I think we could do more is in terms of participation from European industry. Some of you are here around the table already representatives of industry, and many of you who are here are also those who are the most actively participating. I know that it's not the easiest thing to go to João Pessoa in Brazil. It is not easy to get to, and industry doesn't always see this as its top priority. And we tend to have industry representatives from, I'm going to call it the ICT industry, writ large. But internet governance is important for almost every member of industry now. Car makers, pharmaceutical producers, anyone who uses e-commerce or services or provides their goods over the internet has an interest in how the internet functions. Now, obviously, not everyone can participate and go to the IGF when it's far away. This year, however, we will have the IGF in Geneva, which is close for almost everyone in Europe. It's a great opportunity for many more European participants to be there. And I don't want to take away the words from Sandra, but we will also have the European Dialogue on Internet Governance, which of course we've had for many years, this time the 10th anniversary, and Sandra will tell you all about it. But this will be in Tallinn just before Estonia takes over the presidency of the Council. And this is another great opportunity for European industry to participate. Why do I harp on industry? I think that we have quite good representation from civil society. We have wonderful participation from parliamentarians at European level. Governments are pretty well represented. The Commission is going, and the technical community is relatively well represented. But I think where we need to make a little bit more push is on industry, because it really has an important role there. And this is partially the responsibility of the multi-stakeholder advisory group in developing the program, making sure there are issues of interest to industry and everyone else too in the program. And this is something that will be important for the European dialogue as well in developing its program. I've already seen the draft, and I'm sure Sandra will tell you all about it. The other thing that we have, of course, is the National Internet Governance Fora, and that's where local industry and domestic interests can really be participating even more actively. SMEs, smaller groups, those who can't travel so far, and there's almost always remote participation in all of these fora. So it's not necessary to actually be there physically, although There are advantages to that. So one additional thing I wanted to mention to you today, before I hand the microphone to Sandra, is that at the European Dialogue on Internet Governance in Tallinn this year, which is the 6th and 7th of June, we also plan to have our high-level Internet governance meeting on the 8th of June. This is a group of so-called experts from the member states, but we also have part of the day, actually half the day, with stakeholders from other sectors, from industry, civil society, technical community, etc. So I want to encourage all of you to support the IGF, encourage you to participate, get what you can out of it, and the IGF is really what we make it. So since digital society and economy is becoming more and more important in our lives, it behooves us to make it even better.